This is Gamer Talk episode 5. For this episode, I'm going to talk about 10 of the best games available on Games Pass for kids. And I'm not going to particularly rank these in any order. I'm just doing like what I think is 10 of the best. And there's a lot of games on Games Pass I still haven't even played, so there might be, if there's something on this list that you think should be on there, let me know. Um, I'll definitely probably make another one of these if I get to play through some more games. And yeah, so I'll start off. The first one would be Ori and the Will of the Wisps slash Ori and the Blind Forest. Yeah, these games are just like the presentation is already like a beautifully rendered, painted children's storybook, and that's the way this game is presented, almost like a kid's storybook. And the controls are really intuitive and easy to learn, but it's still challenging enough. And yeah, I would personally actually maybe just actually start out with the second one, the Will of the Wisps, because while I definitely play through both of them for kids, I think the one major flaw of the first Ori game is that your boss battles were basically these big chase sequences, and the rubber banding in them are is mechanic is like really unfair. Like, it doesn't reward you for doing well and going super fast, like to where you should be getting like far away from the danger. Like, you don't get rewarded. It just rubber bands to you, so you can't get ahead of it. But at the same time, a single mistake you make, or you go too slow in any part, like one or two mistakes, usually only one, and then you get killed and you have to start over. And like, just those events alone they're frustrating for an adult. So I could see like a kid like crying and throwing his controller down on that one. So I would start with actually the second game in the series on that one. Um, the next one will be Minecraft, of course. It's already like a kid's favorite, so I don't have to go into it a lot. You probably already know what it is. And it's yeah, it's basically advanced building blocks for kids. It's a nice game. And then related to that, of course, there's Minecraft Dungeons has come out recently, and that's basically like a simplified version of Minecraft, and it's like a top-down dungeon adventure game, like action game. And so it's even more simple. So that one might even be better to start in before Minecraft, because it introduces you to like the way things look and some of the basic items and stuff. But what's also particularly great about Minecraft Dungeons is it's one of the first games on xCloud that works on the phone without a controller. So it has touch controls on your phone. So you could just hand it over to your kid, or like, you're waiting at a doctor's office or something, and you can pull out Minecraft Dungeons. Um, the next game would be Sea of Thieves. So this game is particularly good, I think, because um, you can play it as a family together, and it's fun, and like everyone can have their own position of like steering the ship. Someone could steer it, someone gets to look at the map room, and one person can man the cannons or in the sails. So yeah, it could be a good family experience. And um, it's like it's a relaxing game. There's like a lot of downtime. And that this is also the only game on the list that's technically rated teen. Like, all these games I'm listing are rated E for everyone, or E10. And I have Sea of Thieves because, like, it's the only reason why it's rated teen is like on a technicality. Basically, it's just because, like, technically you shoot people, and you also have online play if you want, like, or I mean, you have interactions with other players online. So like, you would want to monitor your kids with that. But like, so that because of that, they had to rate it teen. But really, at heart, it's an E for everyone rated game, and it's for those reasons. So okay, the next game will be like similar to that. but you could play with, I mean, family or friends. It's Overcooked too. It's a fun little game where you run around and, I mean, it's not how you would really cook in real life, but it has like the ingredients you'd use, and like basically it's it's a wacky fun game where you have to like help each other out. It's like a cooperative heavy game, and like you run to the other side with the ingredients and have to cook things a certain way. It's a fun, it's like a simple yet like challenging game. It's a communication skills game, so it's good for that. And then another game that's like a cooperative like communication, but it's a little more, it's not so crazy like that. It's slower paced. Is actually like an older game that was out for 360 that is on there. It's called Viva Pinata Trouble in Paradise. This is like a fun. It's almost like a zoo kind of farming sim game, but it's like it's real simple, and it's got like it's bright and colorful, and all it's you try and like build a garden and fill it with animals, and everything is like pinata themed, and like the pinatas are living animals, and the actual space you have to manage is pretty small, so it's not you don't ever usually get overwhelmed. And like I said, it's like co-op, and the second player, what's cool about it is with the second player has a lot less like control, which you'd think would be bad, but you can either switch off if it's a younger kid and a parent playing together, or like older brother, younger brother thing. um you can have like the simpler tasks for one person with the second shovel, like the second controller, and or if you want to give them a chance to like do everything, you can switch off controllers and you can have that person do everything. um yeah, it's a real fun game. And then the next game, I'd say, or another game would be Kingdom Hearts 3. Yeah, it's the latest in the Kingdom Hearts series. I mean, the whole Kingdom Hearts series is on there, but so the older ones are a little dated looking, and the third one's good, and really the only thing that matters about it is like it's simple, easy combat to understand, and it's got lots of Disney characters that like kids love, and it's basically like taking a trip to Disneyland. And as for the story goes, like you won't understand this. Like if you are an adult and you played all the Kingdom Hearts games, you still don't understand the story. So the story doesn't matter in that game. It's just like the thing that matters is it's fun gameplay, and you've got all kinds of bright and colorful like powers going on and Disney characters. Um, so and then another game would be Battletoads. It's like a newer game. I mean, it's a remake of an old game, but it's a newer game, and it's like cartoon animated style, and you can play three players on one screen if you want. And so you've got the cooperative element. It's just like a simple beat 'em up, cartoon style. They have like cartoon cutscenes in between that are real funny, and it's one of those things where it's like the humor that a kid can get, but it also is like really meant for an adult that like is older, kind of like like the Pixar movies. And then finally on this list, I just have like Super Lucky's Tale 1 and 2, just because like those are they're basically like your equivalent to Mario. They're Mario like 3D platformers, not quite on the quality of level, but still very good, and like clearly targeted more for kids, like the style and everything, and character design and the simplicity of them. They're actually more simple than Mario, so like I actually think they're, for like a younger kid, they would be a better start than Mario. Well, the newer 3D Mario games. And yeah, so that's like some games. Try them out, have some fun. If you're a parent, those are like a list of good games you could play. Or if you're a kid listening to this, ask your parents to try one of these games, and Yeah, I think yeah, Game Pass isn't just for like hardcore gamers and adults. There's lots of kids stuff there, and it's a really good option I think for parents because it's only $10 to $15 a month, and you get hundreds of games. And I like about a third of those games are like games that are great for kids. All right, thank you. Please subscribe if you found this useful.